We're gonna hit record. There we go. And we're gonna do big waves out there. So good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Phenomenal to have you guys on here tonight for our Wednesday wisdom. And we've got a really, really powerful lineup for you all tonight. So we have three, not one, not two, but three brand new senior officers that are going to be sharing with us tonight about how they did what they did. And I don't know about you guys, but the thought of a rank advancement sure sounds great to me. So if you're like, I want to take my business to the next level, I want to be able to grow, well, tonight would be a great night to join us and to pay attention because these ladies have definitely done that. But before we jump over to them, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because we've got lots of stuff going on right now. And let me know if you guys can see this. Can you see kind of, they're kind of small, but it's the pro. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. So
And
we have a couple of promotions going on right now. And it's October 1st. So we're coming down to the wire. And some of you, like Kimberly Brejcha, have already done like the top of the top for all of this. But maybe you're like me and you haven't. You're not quite there yet, and you're not quite sure what you're working towards. We've got some promotions for you. So first of all, we've got the PXP Ultimate Unlock. So this is US and Canada, and it allows you to go to Ultimate again. So if you did not reach ultimate in your first 4 Fridays, well, now we have the ability for you to achieve that right now. And for that, and see if I can see this, we have until the 10th. So October 10th is when that ability goes away. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of this offer right now, the next 9 days, for not only you, but think about the people that you've gotten started. Because I know you guys might be like me, that I've started a lot of people on the team, and not everybody's quite gotten to ultimate. And maybe they're earning 15% or 20 or 25. Well, you know what? I want them to earn that 30% new volume bonus. So I want to make sure that I get them there. Next is the PXP Full Throttle. And let me fix this share. I'm not sure. Hold on a second here, guys. Sorry about that. Let's try it right here. See if that makes it a little bit easier to see. So, okay, next thing is the PXP Full Throttle promotion. So this is for that hoodie. You might have seen in Dallas, you saw those people running around with a really nice hoodie on. And the hoodie's nice, but you know what comes with it? Some cash. And so cash is king. I love that. So if you enroll 4 brand partners with 200 PV or more, or for brand new customers with 200 PV or more, well, guess what? You're going to get a hoodie. Now, if you double that, if you can do it for 4, I bet you could do it for 8. If you do it for 8, guess what? You get $250. And if you do it with 12, then you get $500 in your pocket. So I love that. We have through the 12th to earn this, and it will be paid out on the 24th. So, you get a lot of Halloween candy with that $500 if you decide to go that way. So go ahead and achieve that. I think that's going to be phenomenal. We're going to have some events where we get to wear our hoodies. So that'll be great, right? When you get to be twinning with all your favorite partner code people that are achieving like you are. So next thing I want to talk about really quickly, and I'm talking fast because I want to get to these ladies, but we have a Discover Roadshow going on. We have one actually taking place in Canada, and then we have another one going on in the US. And I think Michelle Zoschke might have shared already in the chat. Um, I can't see it, but I'm going to assume that she did. If not, she's going to with the Canadian dates. But these are the US dates that of where corporate is coming to us. So they're going to be in Temecula, California, Phoenix, Arizona, Brandon, Mississippi, Decatur, Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee, Las Vegas, Nevada, Columbus, Ohio, and Richmond, Virginia. And so I would be, if I were you, I would be thinking, because you probably only live in one of those places or maybe somewhere around one spot. I don't know if you're going to be lucky enough to be near a bunch of different spots, but you probably know somebody near there. So I'll tell you right now, I'm playing Who Do I Know? I know a lot of people in Temecula, California, so I'm going to be sending them to that event. No, I can't be there, but I can send my people there. And so that's the beautiful thing about Partner Co. is that we can send our people to these events and guess whose business they'll be in? Mine, yours, right? So we don't have to worry about sending them off into the world and them disappearing because they're going to come right back to us. So hopefully you can see this on my screen. Um, Okay, that made it a little bit bigger. Here we go. So if you would like, you can go ahead and take a screenshot of these and you can see the actual address of where they're going to be. So I've seen some of the flyers and they didn't have addresses. So we do have flyers with the addresses. I will post all of these in Telegram after, and we'll get the Canadians ones in there as well so that you can have access so you can send your guests. And remember, guests are free. So there is a SKU for the brand partners. And well, I'm gonna say come, right? So if you don't register, whatever, like don't tell on me, but show up, okay? If you forget to register, don't use that as an excuse not to go. Register if you can, but get there. That's the important part. And then your guests are free. So bring the more the merrier. So first they're starting in Temecula, then they're going over to Phoenix. I already have a confirmed guest going to this Phoenix event. Do I live there? No. Have I ever lived there? No. Do I know somebody there? Yes. So who do you know in some of these places? Because they can all benefit and you can grow your business that way. Next, they're going to go on to Brandon, Mississippi. So where is that? I'm going to say the bigger city that you might know is Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. So if you're like, I don't know, Brandon, we'll look at a map and draw a little circle because there's some bigger cities around there as well. Going to be phenomenal. After that, we go on to Decatur, Alabama. Again, that's kind of a small town. So you're like, what is that near? Well, think maybe Huntsville. Athens could be a little bit of a bigger town, kind of in that area. Um, but go see who you know and kind of say Southern Tennessee, Northern Alabama would be great for Decatur. And then we've next after that, we have Nashville, Tennessee. Now, you guys all know where that is, and I bet you know somebody that lives near there. It's kind of a big space. So look on a map again because that one's going to be incredible. We have Dr. Plant at that. So you know it's going to be entertaining and educational. So you're going to get both out of that one. So those were the announcements that I wanted to make sure that everybody knew and you got those screenshots so that you could play Who Do You Know for each of those places or come join us because we want to see you at as many of these events as we can. So if you're within 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, if you're the adventurous type like Kimberly Brejcha, who will drive all over the world, come join us and get to the event because we would love to have you there. And so with that, I'm actually going to bring on our 3 brand new senior officers. So I'm going to stop this share here and highlight these beautiful ladies if I can. So sorry, Brenda, you're going like there's nothing worse than being the one person that's spotlighted. So sorry, you got tagged first, but now you've got some buddies, and I will even throw myself on there, though many times I am guilty of just leaving myself off because it's better not to be highlighted. But ladies, first of all, I want to start with a huge congratulations. So, I look at these beautiful faces and I see so much heart because I've had the pleasure of knowing these ladies, of working with these ladies, and watching them really have this dedication and commitment and oh my gosh, beautiful consistency. Like, it actually gets me a little bit feely, so I'm going to try to keep my emotions down, but I know that you ladies really worked for this, right? And that this was obviously it's a huge accomplishment and I could not be more excited and I hope you guys are strutting around your hometown. Like it doesn't matter if I'm proud of you. What matters is if you're proud of you, right? So I hope you're just walking tall and just feeling so confident because you went after the hard thing and you did the hard thing, right? Like I love that. I love that accomplishment. So congratulations to each of you. And I just wanted to hear from you all. So everybody gets the same question. And I'm kind of a rule follower. Kimberly's a teacher, so she might feel the same way. I don't know. I would go alphabetical order, but you know what? I'm going to say whoever speaks up first goes first. But you're all going to get the same question. So if you're like me, I want to go first because one, I'm only going to think of one answer. So if everybody else comes up with it, I'm out of luck. Two, I get a little nervous, so I just want to be. But the first question is if you would be willing to share just one reason why you are working to earn money with Partner Code. Like we all love the products, we're all, want to help people, but why are you doing the things that you're doing to generate income with Partner Code?
I'll go first.
All right, go Kimberly. I knew one of you would jump in.
Well, we're senior officers, we're leaders, so we'll all try and go first, right?
Love it.
Um, I'm not old enough to retire. I mean, that's just it. We have financial goals that we still want to meet, but I didn't want to be in the classroom anymore. I love my kids and I love going back and subbing now and again, but it's not where I want to be right now. So really and truly, I'm earning a living. That's what I'm here for, so that I can do things like travel, get in the car and go to road shows and see my kids who all live someplace else.
Well, that's a beautiful why. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'll go next. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Um, hey, I'm not retired yet. I'm still nursing, and but I want to retire. But we just built a house on the lake 2 years ago, and I'm helping pay that off. My husband works. I would like him to work less. He works out of town. He's in the oil patch, and he's been gone a lot. So I would like to help retire him, and I love volunteering in the community. So if I can do a little bit of that and travel and like Kimberly say, attend the events. I went to a lot of events last year. So it just helps to pay for all that, right? So yeah, that's why I do it.
Love it. Love it. All right, Brenda, you tell us, why are you working with us, lady?
Thank you. First of all, it's an honor to be on here and an absolute honor to have this title. You can't take people where you haven't been. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to do this. And Partner Co set us up. So my reason is the big picture is Larry and I are kingdom builders. We are creating a legacy. We are retired from jobs from corporate America and have been for a long time. I love this industry because I get to meet people. And so my biggest why is my two grandsons. And we as grandparents, BB and Grandpa, make dreams come true. One has a goal of being a pilot. That's going to call for an airplane and a hangar. Who knows what that's going to cost? The other one is in a CAD program, is a designer and engineer and architect assisting. And we want to make sure that we can help them, not do it for them, but set them up for life.
Well, that's beautiful. And guys, I want you just to notice we have three lovely ladies, but they're all here for very different reasons, right? Like they all are driven by, I'm driven by something different than they are, and different than Julie and you, Carol, and Mary Catherine. Like we're all driven by something different. But if we lean into it and if we acknowledge it and if we own it, right? Like I know why I want to do this. Kimberly's like, I love my babies, but I don't want to be in the classroom every day of the week. Like if we know that, it can drive us even further because we all know that we all have beautiful, amazing, wonderful days. And then we have days that we're like, oh, I just want to pull the blankets right over my head. Mary Catherine heard about mine today, where I'm like, I just want to tuck myself right back in and I don't want to go do anything. But you know what? My why's big enough that I will keep going. So I love that, ladies. Thank you for sharing. So the next question is okay, what's one quality that you love about Partner Co?
I'll go. I love community. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
love
easy.
I love people, and this company, this community loves me back. It fills my love tank, and it gives me a reason to invite people into my life where I can I get to encourage people. I get to pull them out of those dark places and show them the way.
Beautiful,
Agreed.
Brenda.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we're all going to agree. The community and the blurring the lines and helping each other, even though, you're not connected in business. I love that because most of you might know I was with another company and we didn't see that at all. I mean, it was so separated, and this has just been one big family. And yeah, I love everybody. Going to events is like one big party. It's so much fun seeing everybody because we know everybody, being on Zooms together. So yeah, it's wonderful.
I agree with you both. I the word that came to my mind was collaboration, though, and especially, I mean, if you think about what the work entailed, I would have loved to say, "Oh my gosh, I woke up on Saturday and I was a senior officer." It didn't work like that. It was a lot of work and it was a lot of collaboration, but it wasn't just collaboration that week. It's been collaboration for a year and a half. It's having Brent on a Zoom with someone whose husband doesn't understand the business. It's having Andrea giving me those pep talks when I need those pep talks. It's Michelle leading from the front. It's Michelle Zoschke in Canada when we can just pick up the phone and talk to people. It's Brenda Carlton, my power partner, who is just there all the time for me. It's these late night, I mean, these are not people. The last two people I mentioned, don't have any financial ties. I have this text thread with Summer and Sarah Weaver that, oh my gosh, when we need each other, we're there. It's like deep, Janelle Bunt, she's my soul sister. My team, anytime. I mean, yes, some of those have financial ties, but so many don't. And so the gifts and talents that we bring and that others bring to us and that we all use together, there's no one else that does it like this. No one.
Well, because we're better together.
That's right.
Better together.
That's
So
right.
you guys are getting me like okay, I'm a mushmelon. Everybody knows this. Like I'm just a ball of feelings and they all come out of my eyeballs. So just bear with me. But I love that because what other space? Like, I'm 49 and a half and I've worked a lot throughout that half matters. A lot in my life, different companies, different, businesses, and I've never had a space that I could have that level of collaboration. Like I've watched you, Brenda and Kimberly, like the two of you be power partners and like just really dig in with each other. And we just see that across the board where we're all willing to lean in. Like I did 2 trainings today for people that I don't even know where they are in the organization, let alone like, will they benefit me? And we have people that are just willing to drop what they're doing to go make sure that we're cared for and we're taken care of. And there's so much heart across the board. And that's true. We come together at events and it's like my cheeks hurt because I smiled so much. And my arms get a little tired from all that hugging because that's just what we do when we come together. So I love that community is a huge, huge part of it that when I got started, I came for a paycheck. I didn't know it came with a community. I had no idea. I needed to feed my family, right? So it's so powerful that that was the number one thing that it's not on any form. Like we don't sign up for that. We're just blessed by it. So I love that. So third question here, guys. So we all have we know the typical IPAs, right? Like what do we all do every day? We post twice a day. We post twice a day. We post twice a day. But what is something that you do every day that helps you grow your business here, that helps you build your income? So, I'm brand new and I'm like, okay, I'm going to post twice a day, but what's something else that I could do? Or maybe I've been here since Partner Co was born. What is one thing or something maybe that I can add into my daily IPAs that would help me grow my income?
I'll go first. I, besides posting twice a day, I always do like an inspirational post first thing in the morning. And now I schedule it for 5 a.m. And I get on the morning momentum with Marlene in the group out here in Canada. It's a great refresher on events, and then she does we do some reading. I think that's awesome because I don't have time to read. That's the only time I get that reading in, and I think it's just like the reach outs, the follow ups, that kind of thing. Trying to get better with the follow ups, and then you got to touch your business every day, right? If it's not getting on a call or a Zoom or something like that. Yeah, I just love it. So
Love it. Love it.
You want me? I can go next.
Go ahead.
This is not something that I am good at, but I'm getting better because I'm practicing, and that is active recruiting, lifestyle recruiting. It is putting my button on. So here's an example, and this is also an example of how to learn and how to practice. We had a group of us girls get together this summer, and we had a beach house. But our goal every day, I'm kind of a teacher slave driver, just saying. So we had to work. Y'all can come to the beach with me, but you have to work. So every single day we had to introduce ourselves to new people, no matter where we were, at least one, but the goal was 5. And we had to hand out business cards and talk about the business. That's what we were doing. And so we were on the beach sitting next to people. There was a lady who was from a town right next to my hometown. We're now buddies. We sold drops. We were up on rooftop restaurants. Doing that lifestyle, even if you're just wearing your button going to the grocery store, do it every day.
All right,
Well,
Brenda.
my routine, I have a routine in the morning. I get up, I get myself ready, I get on the coach's corner, which sets me up for the day with the word of the day and encouragement, and then I go right into the IPA. That is not an option if you want to build this business and you want to learn how things are. And then at 9 a.m., as best as I can get off of the IPA call, I start my coaching. I've been a nutritional coach for 23 years. I absolutely love that. And so I begin my coaching with who needs help with products. And my goal is to get them the results that they said they wanted. And so that gives me the ability to interact with my team. It gives me the ability to come into their 4 walls. Sometimes we have to pause and pray. And sometimes we have to pull people out of the pit. And sometimes we have to set them back on track, because my number one goal is if you've spent money on these products, we're going to get results, because I come with these products and you'll quit on me before I quit on you. That is what I do every day.
Okay.
wow.
So that was powerful, right? That was powerful. What did you guys hear that was common? One, they plug in, right? They might plug into different places, but they're plugging in. Like there was 3 examples of places that they're plugging in. And we can't always be our own power source, right? Like I'm a motivated human and I'm excited and I've got big goals and big whys, but I still have days where I'm like, ugh, right? So how do I make sure that I stay on track? I plug in morning momentum, IPA, coach's corner, whatever it may be, lean in and plug in. And then active recruiting. Kimberly, you would have kicked me off the trip in like 3 minutes. Like I don't wear a button. Why? Because I don't want to talk to strangers. I'm scared of strangers.
Me too.
So I
Oh,
will
that's
call.
fun.
You know what? Like I say Dallas, Katie Holt Larson must have had like something inside her that said, we're going to make Andrea get out of her comfort zone in every single way. And she did a really great job of that. And I'm still like recovering. But I don't know. I would have to work a little harder, spend a little bit more time with you, Kimberly, if I'm going to talk to strangers, especially on a beach in a bathing suit. I don't know. But I think I might have been kicked off that trip, but I love it because I do work on actively recruiting. Now I do it more with people that I know, but I love to do that with people that are strangers. Like that takes a powerful skill set, and then you're growing your network. I'm going to add a little tip of something that I've started doing every day. And I'm really seeing a difference in my social media. So I'm going to put, you guys might already know this, but I'll tell you, this is something that's been really powerful for my personal business is that every single day. So I downloaded my Facebook friends list and I had ChatGPT put it into an Excel file for me. And then I sorted it by name. So I have it in alphabetical order. And I started with A and I'm working my way through. But every day I go comment on 40, so you pick your number, but I go comment on 40 people's walls. So I go to, let's just pretend, start with A, and I go to Amber Lynn and I go find her most recent post. Hopefully it's within the last like 4 to 6 weeks. Otherwise, I might unfriend her because she's not on social media. So I don't want to waste my social media percentage of eyeballs, right? So I might unfriend her, send her a message, tell her I love her, but looks like she's not on Facebook anymore. So can we connect somewhere else? But I go ask a question. I just go say something to them about whatever it is. Cute cat, cute kid, great breakfast. Oh my gosh, how'd I miss this? How old is little Tommy now? And I just put something out there. And then I go make my posts and go about my business. But it's changing the algorithm of who I see, which
Wow.
means it's changing who sees me. So, Rebecca, Google it. So somebody asked, how do I download my friends list? I don't know. I had to Google it. I had to search how to do it. And the internet told me, and then I followed the directions. So I can't help you on that. But the beautiful Google can help you on that one. But just a little tip there on social media that's helping me see a difference on mine. So maybe that will help you as well. Okay, we're down to our last question. And I love this industry because, in my opinion, it is a self-development program that comes with a paycheck, right? Like, if we're going to do well here, we've got to grow here. We've got to get out of that comfort zone. Oh gosh, I'm not talking to a stranger now. We've got to get out of our own way. We've got to grow as people. Like, we've got to grow into the paychecks, right? That we're going to earn. We've got to become the person that is, ready for those big paychecks. So I'm going to ask each of you to share just one thing that you do to grow as a person, right? Like, what do you do for your personal development, become a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit more you to be able to benefit from all that Partner Co has to offer?
I'll start. I start my day every day when I'm subbing, not as long, but I spend 30 to 45 minutes. The first 30 to 45 minutes. I'm not even allowed giving myself permission to look at my phone. And I have a devotional that I read. I pray. This is a Todd Falcone thing. I have a whiteboard. It's actually kind of a fancy whiteboard, but I have my team on this whiteboard. And every day it sits there and I pray for my team as well as my family. And I pray that to bring people who need what we have to me. And then I kind of transition from that into reading some type of professional development, personal development for about a half hour, and then drinking my coffee, and then my day begins. But I try not to, pick up the phone, look at anything, look on the internet. That gets my mind ready for the day.
I love it. I love it.
I'll go
Awesome.
next. Well, I love this industry because I feel like I grew up in it. I was 47 years old whenever I came into this industry, and I feel like this industry put me in front of people to help me grow up, help me develop me. So one of the first things I learned years ago was you need to work harder on yourself than you do anything else. And so therefore we were challenged and began reading leadership books. And so it's just a whole array of books. Larry and I both are rabid readers. I don't get up early enough to get reading time in the morning, but we do our reading at night. And sometimes I just have to take an hour or so in the middle of the day and just go chill out and read. But most of the books that we read are leadership books, on how to grow and how to help people and how to be a better version of me. And so that's what we do.
Love it, Brenda. Thank you. All right, Michelle, lay it on us.
Okay. Well, I don't know if people know my history. I lost my dad to suicide when I was 19. So I volunteer a lot in the community. I sit on a number of boards for fundraising, and I'm actually taking over the walk that's happening in May called Darkness into Light. And we just did the Rotary Run for Life before PXP, actually. So I think if people see you doing other things, because we know they won't remember what you said or did, but they will remember how you made them feel. And I think showing that the kindness, and I know even with Tal Falcone's talk last night, reaching out to people and not necessarily bringing up the business, going for a coffee. So meeting for lunch, that kind of thing. So that's my focus. Every morning, I usually try and do some stretching or walk on the treadmill or do some weights or something, but I usually try and do some exercise. I know Andrea and I have been in the gym, and Michelle McKay, we've been in the gym a few times. I've been lax a few times when I've been out of town, but that's really been important to me in drinking the water. And that I always like to touch on the team. I always post on our Facebook page. And I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at without the team. Everybody rallied together. It was a difficult week for me. I had a little grandbaby that was in hospital for 2 weeks. And like Brent says, you get that little nudge or that little elbow, and that was Michelle at PXP. We're like, okay, let's look at our numbers. Let's do it. And I'm like, I didn't even really see that I was even that close. And it wasn't until we got on, and Andrea, you got on the phone. Kimberly, I mean, there was so much support. You guys all just inspired me that, wow, I can really do this. Like, and sometimes people believe in you more than you believe in yourself, right? And I've said that before. Sometimes you don't see it, right? So I'm just so happy that, yeah, you've got me. You had my back. It was amazing.
Well, I absolutely love that. And I love that we are blessed to be surrounded by people that see more in us than maybe we see in ourselves, right? We've all been there where we're like, oh, I could never, right? That's for the other people. That's for some, and I love that each of you are growing and striving and becoming the person, and you went and got it, but somebody loved you there as well. So, love what each of you are doing. I'm going to share 5 books. So, I had a meeting today. I met with a couple, and they were sharing their must-read books for personal growth. So, I'm going to read this to you guys. And maybe somebody is a really good typist and they can put it in the chat. I don't know. We'll see. I'm letting you guys warm up your fingers. But the first one, so this is what they said. That's 1 through 5. Okay. 1 being kind of the hardest read, but like the weightiest, most maybe difficult, but then also the most influential. So if you're already a reader, then you could start with 1 and work your way down. But if you are the type of person that's like, don't really like to read, I don't really want to read, I fall asleep 4 minutes into reading, right? Like, anybody relate to that? I love falling asleep to a good book. Then you would maybe start at 5 and work your way up as you build that muscle. Okay. But the number 1 book that they recommend is How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I think if anybody's been in this industry for more than 4 minutes, you have had that book recommended to you. Somebody's given you that book. That's a big hint when somebody gives you the book. Then, like, my dad gave me that book when I was 19, right? I've read it a few times. I need to read it some more. But that's number 1. Number 2 is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Okay. And again, that's another powerful one that uncovers some of those toxic thoughts we have around money. Like we read the book, but we kind of sabotage ourselves sometimes around money. So how can we think and grow rich? So that's the second one. Number 3 is The Magic of Thinking Big, and that's by David Schwartz. Hopefully I'm not butchering their names too badly. Haven't read that one, so I don't know, but I bet it's great because it made it as number 3. Next is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and I love that one. So that was a really great one. So I'm sure number 3 was even better. And then the last one, this is another one that I have not heard of. So number 4 was The Compound Effect. And then number 5 is Rhinoceros Success by Scott Alexander. Okay, well, I'm like,
Yes.
Brenda likes that one. Well, what's it about? Because I've never even heard of it, Brenda.
Oh, it's about doing what it takes to get it done. I mean, what does a rhino do? He just charges. No excuses.
Well, I love it. So I don't know. I'm going to go make sure that I have those on my bookshelf. I'm going to add them into my library. There we go. Whew. All right. 3 was, let's see, number 3. Thanks.
Magic of Thinking Big.
The Magic of Thinking Big was 3. There, whoever put it in there, I can't quite see who that was. Oh, thank you, Christine. You're a rock star. You're hired. You're our official note taker. And I'm going to be starting with number 5 too. So I love that so much. Well, ladies, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Thank you for honoring all of us with your presence tonight. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm so excited for each and every one of you. So congratulations. This was a big thing. And I will say one other thing that I saw from all of you, that you brought so many of your team with you. And isn't that the fun part, right? Like that is just, it shows your heart. It shows how you're collaborating and all of that, like Kimberly was saying, but it just shows that you're not doing this, by yourself. You're doing this with beautiful people that you love and you care about and you want to grow too. So you're making sure they grow as well. And Michelle, I'm glad you commented in there because you're a rock star that was behind a lot of this as well. So great work, Michelle. Congratulations to you too. But thank you, ladies, for being on here. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow morning on the Coach's Corner. But thank you, everybody, and have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
Pleasure,
Thank you.
girl.
You get home
Thank
safe.
y'all.
Thank you, ladies.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you,
ladies.
Bye.
you.
Guys.
Awesome call, Andrea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You all have a great night.
You too. Thanks,
Love you
Andrea.
guys. Bye-bye.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good evening.